Hello, this is an update for the roguelike I'm developing for the Commodore 64. I uploaded a video on this about a month ago now, and since then I've made quite a few updates. Some of them visual and some of them mechanical. The most obvious difference so far is, at least the visual part, is that there is a new font. So it looks a little bit more, fantasy-esque, which I think looks pretty nice. I've also named it something instead of, I think it was called Grapher before, because it was the name of a program for a graphing calculator. Sort of a graphing calculator, but that's neither here nor there. So we can press any key to start, and this screen is still sort of work in progress. And you can, in old school style, you can re-roll. You have 4 attributes, and you can randomly re-roll these to get new attributes. Theoretically, you could re-roll, sit here for a very long time until you get really good stats. There's no system to punish or reward you for re-rolling too much or too little. I'm using most of the systems are D&D inspired because that's tradition. So for example, for these stats here, it's 3d6. We'll go with these stats here. And you'll also notice now we're in the game. I've made a pretty large visual update to it. So we're no longer using ASCII characters. Instead, they're still ASCII characters, but they've been redefined. So that, for example, the player model is a little guy with a sword, and you can see the walls and the floor. Some things have not been updated. For example, potions are still exclamation marks, because I have not changed that yet. I just haven't gotten to it yet, really. You can also see that the UI is a little bit updated. So we have health, mana, and experience. It will also tell us what depth we are on and the current name of sort of the level. Every 5 levels it will change, and the enemies will change as well. Right now, every sort of set of 5 have 2 different enemies, a weak one and a strong one. But of course you can add more if you want to. I haven't added a whole lot of content, and right now the enemies keep spawning until depth 15, I think, and after that it's empty because I haven't added anything more. So we can move around. You can see the stairs up there. Oh, and this is this green guy here who looks like I'm not really happy with how he looks, but he's supposed to be a bandit. And we see we can hit him. And I've also added a new system now, so you can actually miss. This is again D&D inspired, so it's based on AC. And you can see we missed, but the bandit did 6 damage to us, and we can keep fighting him. And we might just die here. No, we managed to kill him, luckily. And I've added a couple of new screens as well. So I can show one of them off now, which is the spell screens, because I've added spells. So we can go into the spell screen. This one also you can see is a little bit work in progress, because it's filled with a bunch of non-spells, which don't do anything and cost 0 mana. And it also goes from 0 to 9, because I haven't bothered to change the indexing. But we can cast, for example, lesser heal, and it'll tell us we heal some lesser damage, and we bring up our health. I can do it again because I want to heal again, because we're still on 20 health. So you can see we have 20 health and 5 mana. I bring this up and I cast the spell, and now we have full health but no mana left. Also, I have added a sort of information screen. This one I'm quite proud of. I think it looks pretty good. It tells us our attributes, our statistics, sort of our derived statistics, and our equipment. So you can see this is very D&D inspired. We have a 2-hit bonus, a damage bonus, our total damage done, and also our equipment. And since there is equipment, you might suspect that you can actually find equipment, and you can, and it's random, which is quite cool. So hopefully, if I walk around, I'll pick up this health potion. It's a rat. Rats are quite easy to kill, luckily. The performance is surprisingly good. There's no delay from pressing the keys. If I go really fast to the left or really fast to the right, it doesn't... unless you go really, really fast, then, if you stop pressing the keys, he'll run around for a little bit with the delay. But we can go around and we can explore this, and hopefully we will find an item. I don't think we will on this level, unfortunately. No. Okay, so let's go down the stairs and let's see if we can find something. Oh, no, we found the bandit. Oh, we killed the bandit. That's good. There's not a whole lot more to show off except the, I guess the level up system, but that's very simple. You can see I found a mana potion there as well. Those are the two types of consumables so far. There's mana potions and health potions. Later on I want to add more consumables, for example spell scrolls, so that you can learn spells. Oh, I might actually die here. Let's drink a health potion. And oh, we kill the bandit and we get the level up screen. I'll increase dexterity. And this also, our health also increased. This uses, you get as much extra health as your constitution, I believe. I don't quite remember, but I think that's how it works. So having a high constitution is quite important. Of course, the balance is, a little bit, it's not the thing I've been focusing on. We have quite low health, so I will drink a mana potion. Oh, I can actually show off of this. If I go into my, oh Jesus, if I go to press this key, this is not the inventory screen. It looks like the inventory screens, but this is the drop screen. So if I press this, I can actually drop the health potion, and I go into my inventory, and on my inventory it's empty. But I can go and I can pick up the health potion. You also notice this, which is kind of annoying. This takes quite a long time to redraw the level if the whole level is discovered. I don't know if I will fix this or not. We will see. But let's keep going. We're on depth 3, and we will drink a health potion, and then also now I will cast Lesser Heal a couple of times. So you can see the redrawing is much faster because there is less of the level that has been discovered. Oh, perfect. Okay, so we found a weapon here. Weapons are actually the least interesting class of items because right now they cannot be magical. But we can pick this up, and it's an iron sword. Perfect. So if we look at my character screen, right now I have a dagger. It does 1d4 damage. But if I equip the iron sword, oh, here we go. It will automatically discard the dagger because I don't want to keep track of too many items. And we have an iron sword, so now we do 1d6 damage. So we do much more damage. I think there are 4 weapons that I have added so far. Maybe it's actually only 3. There's iron dagger, iron sword, and steel sword. I think those are the only ones. I don't actually... It was a long time since I looked at the code for this. Maybe, 2 weeks ago or something, and I have a very bad memory. But let's keep going, and let's see if we cannot find a magical item, because that would be nice to show as well. Let's see, we're on depth 4. Let's cast some Lesser Heal. And I think I mentioned this, but Lesser Heal right now is the only spell. It's sort of like a test spell just to make sure the spell system works. There are no character classes, so you can't be a mage or whatever. But again, that is content. The underlying system is pretty robust, I think, at least for magical items. You can add, I've decoupled spell effects and things like that, so you can theoretically add more spells. But normally, the problem with me with these projects, after I've built the engine, I kind of get bored and I don't add any content. Hopefully, this project will not fall to that fate, but we will see. Oh, there was no magical item here. Okay. Let's go. Let's see. I have a health potion. Perfect. So let us drink the health potion and let's go down a level, because now we will enter the crypt, which looks the same. So the level generation, it is the same for all levels. I've considered adding other sorts of generations than the one I have right now. The problem is you're limited by the size. I think the size is 40 by 23. It should be. No, it's 40 by 21, which makes it sort of difficult to make good levels that look good. For example, you can use cellular automata, I think it is called, to make cave-like systems. The problem is you will get one big cave if you do this, or you will get something that's basically not traversable, unless you do sort of weird things. And I've tried it. I don't think it plays very good. Labyrinths are another one, and this is the one I've been considering the most. This way you can have you just do a maze basically, and maze generation isn't too difficult. And maybe the crypt would be better if it was a maze. But also I think because of the way I've done the ASCII art, I could change it between levels, and I also could change the color palette. So for example, I could have mossy walls, or I could have the floor now may not be cobblestone, it could be dirt. I could change this from level to level. I could have it be random, or could have it be preset, but this I feel is sort of a fancy feature, not really required right now. You can also see I have not added a custom, only the bandit and the rat so far I have made ASCII art for. So the cultist is still a C rather than a picture of a cultist. Also, it's very difficult to make ASCII art when it's this small. I think it is 8 by 8, and it is difficult to make something that looks good 8 by 8. I've looked online a little bit. I'm like, oh, maybe people make 8 by 8, and they do, but they don't only use 2 colors because they really rely on the colors to make the things distinct. But let's kill the cultist. He is the easy monster in the crypt. And hopefully... Oh, and there we have a skeleton. The skeleton is the difficult one. Oh, we killed the skeleton. Let us level up dexterity again. So now we have 15 dexterity. I would really like 16 dexterity because it is D&D based. So that means we get 1 more AC. Oh, there's another skeleton. Oh, we are very low on health. Let's heal. Oh, he hit us. And let's heal again. And he did hit us again. Oh, but we killed the skeleton. Wonderful. Let's keep healing. And let's go into here. Okay, let's drink our last mana potion and use this mana to heal up to 43. Now we're out of... Oh god, there's 2 skeletons. we might just die here. Okay, no, we barely survived. I would really like to show you a magical item. Oh, thank god, a mana potion. Let's drink it immediately. Let's use the mana to heal up. We're still very low health. And I still have not found a magical item. Oh, another mana potion, wonderful. So let's heal up some more with these lesser heals. Okay, so we're okay. We have no reason. Oh, there we go. Okay, so there's an item there, and if the skeleton doesn't kill us, oh, perfectly, I can show off this. So we picked up a vest of power. Great. So I go into the leather vest of power. Now, if I use this item from the inventory screen, it'll bring up this one, this screen here. It is, again, work in progress screen. It doesn't look very nice. For example, it doesn't need to be full screen, but that's very easy to program. So I haven't made it fancy yet. So it's a leather vest of power, or LTR, because I'm limited by the character space. Not necessarily for storage, but for display, because it needs to be able to fit into, for example, the character information screen that I showed before with the attributes and the statistics and all that. So this one they're random. So this one has an increase dexterity by 1, which is wonderful, because then we get to 16 dexterity. So I will press A to equip it. So now, if we go here, we can see that first of all, we have equipped the chest, the leather vest of power. We can also see that it is a bit too long. The string is a little bit too long for the display, so it runs over to the next line. But the number in parentheses is the AC, so this is 2 AC, which is good. It also increases our dex by 1. So now before we had 15 dexterity, now we have 16 dexterity. So that's pretty good. We have a total of 13 AC because we have 2 from the chest, and I think we have a base of 8. Let me think here. I think we have a base of 8, and then 2 from the chess, which is 10. Yeah, and then we have 3 from the dexterity, because it's you get +1 for every 2 above 10. Right now there are, as you can see, there are 6 different types of items. The weapon, the shield, the chest, the legs, the ring, and the necklace. I have not added the shields yet, because I want shields to be a little bit different. But the other items are added. There are currently only 5 types of enchantments. 4 types of enchantments on items, and they're all the same regardless of what equipment you get. And it's +1 to one of the attributes. Again, this is content, so I just wanted something to test, essentially. Also with the items, there's only 1 item base for each one. So for example, the chest, you can only find leather vest. There is no stronger item right now. So yeah, that's the magical items. You can find rings and necklaces and all that, and they have randomly generated names, but there aren't that many. There aren't that many names right now to choose from. I think there's 3 prefixes and 3 suffixes, and they're random, so you can find like a leather vest of power, and it has no enchantment at all, which I think is my favorite. Is when you find like something of luck, and it just doesn't add anything. It's like, yeah, it's just a lucky necklace. So let us keep exploring. And also you could see the chest actually had ASCII art, which I think is quite nice. The items have we found a ring as well. Perfect. So you can see it's a ring, it's very clear. I like this. And you pick up, it's a magical ring. Magical is one of the prefixes, and ring is the base. So let's go in and let's look at the magical ring. Oh, it increases strength by 1, so we will definitely equip the ring. And now you can see we have a magical ring, and it doesn't give any additional AC because it's a ring, but it brought our strength up to 17. And we can keep, exploring the dungeon and finding more items. Again, I think the game is quite fun. Obviously you would need to add more content, like more items, and the items should get stronger once you go deeper into the dungeon. You want more spells, all of these things. But the base system, I think, it makes it very easy to build upon, although the code is suffering a little bit from spaghetti at the moment. I've tried to clean it up a little bit, but it's incredibly boring because you clean up code and then you break something and you get a bug that you didn't used to have, and it's like, oh, why do I clean up code only to get bugs, But yes, we can keep exploring, but I think this video is already maybe a little bit long, so I think I will look now also in the actual code for the game, because I cannot remember if there are any screens I've forgotten to show you. So let's see here. There we go. There's the main file, and then we will go to the bit. I'm sorry for this. I just need to check. I think I've shown all the screens, but there may be something that I have missed. No, these are all the screens. Yeah. I don't think there's much else. I mean, I could talk about some details, for example, how the monsters move and like how they, some of the background logic of the game, but these are details, and I'm not sure if anyone is interested. I can show also how it looks when you die. So let's see if I can find a monster to kill us. I'll just keep going down, and eventually I should find a monster. Let us see here. Oh, another ring. We might as well pick it up. A ring of luck. Oh, maybe I can get... Oh, there we go. Ring of luck. No enchantment. If I equip the ring of luck, I can show this. So I equip the ring of luck. Some text flashes up because I haven't put in a little pause there. But now our strength increases 16 because it will automatically just destroy whatever equipment you have. This is for two reasons. One, because I hate inventory management in these games, because I don't want this to be a game where you carry around many different sets of equipment and then you re-equip and unequip depending on the situation, because it is a lot of extra key presses, and this is the Commodore 64, and I want it to be quick and more arcade-like. So, you know, I don't want that to be a part of it. But of course it's important that you see what item does, which is why the magical items, they will tell you beforehand what they do, so you can choose. And if you don't choose to equip it, it won't destroy it, it'll keep it in the inventory. Oh, a sword. An iron sword. Right, so now we will die to these enemies here. They will keep attacking me. And we get the game over, and then we press Q. And then we get put back into this screen again, and then we can go back and we can re-roll and confirm these, and then it will spawn us in a new room, and all the cleanup works. So we're back to the Iron Dagger, and we have no equipment because we've just started. So yeah, that's the roguelike progress so far. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. And yeah, thanks for watching. Goodbye.